playing Gunna Child. They are playing. Okay, guys. So I don't know the last time I picked up the camera, but clearly I'm in the car again. I am on the way to Charlotte, so I'm spending the day with Rhea. Yo, the lighting is horrible because it just is. I am spending the day with Rhea. We are going to kind of have a girls' day in Charlotte today, y'all. It is very much needed. I don't know, guys. You haven't seen me as much because life is happening. I am tired. I am exhausted, and I want to make sure that if I'm creating content, I'm showing up and being present for you guys, because I feel like it comes across on camera when I'm not at my best, or like I don't have the highest energy. With that being said, yo, this lighting is horrible. I don't even think y'all can see me. With that being said, I definitely want to create more content. Like, I'm excited to get into also creating short form content so I can post that on other platforms, but here I want to focus more on really just documenting my journey, right? Like, not looking at this so much as a content creation channel, but as a way to document my journey, my growth as a person, as a woman, and sharing that with you guys. So, yo, somebody is driving past me and I feel like they're being judgmental. For example, I told you guys I moved almost not even a year ago yet, but about 9 months ago I moved, and I want to get out more. I feel like I kind of became in my shell, and just to warn you, if you want to skip this yap session, just fast forward. I really want to get out more, right? Like, and explore, because I feel like I'm such an introvert that I tend to just stay at home and be comfortable in my shell, because for my job I do a lot of client interaction, so it can be a bit draining as somebody who is more I don't want to say antisocial, what's the word, more introverted. That said, I want to get out more, so I'm going to be starting a new series with you guys, and it's going to be like vlogs but shorter and more focused on like what I'm doing. So I am starting a series called Gallivanting Around Greenville, because that is my new home, and I want to make sure that I document just exploring and learning the area, but also sharing my personal growth with you guys, getting out more, doing more, just like my day-to-day lifestyle. And that's going to come across, I think, more in short form content. So make sure you follow me on Instagram, because that is where I'll be focusing most of my short form content. But yes, I am excited just to do more, and not just make content creation feel like, okay, this is something I have to do, but being able to document my journey and share that with others, because you never know how it can help someone else, right? As somebody who does not create content full-time, and I really don't have a desire to create content full-time, because I want this to be fun and not a job. I have a career that I love, and I want this to just be a hobby. I want it to be something that I enjoy, interacting with others. I also, being that I've moved, I also don't have a lot of friends in the area, so just trying to like show up for myself in the way that I would hope that, you know, when I do meet that sister friend here in the area, that I'm able to show up for her in the way that I show up for myself. So yeah, guys, enough yap. I should be in Charlotte in about an hour, so I will check in with you guys once I meet up with Rhea, and we're just gonna see where the day takes us. Like, I just need a debrief, a yap session, and just some time to unwind, because it's been a lot lately. But if there's one thing constant in life is change, and that means that it's not gonna always be like this. So yeah, I'll check in with you guys when I get there. So Rhea and I are here. We are in H&M, y'all. The kids playing Gunna Child. They are playing Gunna down to the H&M. I'm calling corporate. I am calling corporate. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Is you at 2 keys or 10 roof? Turn up, we until we just getting loose. Baby, I'm low key feeling you. Don't be cynical, won't fuck you over. Wanna fuck you over. And again, the truth is I ain't really here to start problems. Girl, I swear to God, though, hoes can't never say they got him. No, I bet you wanna tell them, don't try him. I don't want.
Alright, guys, so I just got back from Charlotte, and I stopped at Target. So I'm gonna show you guys what I got since I left my camera in the car while I was in there. But I have been searching for this for weeks, and I finally got it. So this is the Chobani S'mores Creamer. I have seen it all over TikTok and Instagram, so I will be trying it tomorrow with my coffee. And then I also got stuff to make cupcakes. So I literally said today, I was like, wow, I really want a funfetti cupcake. So the small things that bring me joy in the in-between moments, I'm doing them. So I said, you know what? I have to go to Target anyway. Why not get cake mix? Very easy. Something I can do tonight while I sit here and catch up on YouTube. So while I catch up on YouTube, I'm going to make these cupcakes. I'm also going to do kind of like a little skincare and chit chat with you guys after I take my shower. So I'm gonna go ahead and do what I need to do, and then I will come back and do my skincare routine and just kind of chat with y'all, because I feel like I'm in the mood to yap. But I also feel like I just want to kind of catch you guys up on where I am, you know, just where I am and what's next, what the next step of my channel looks like. And yeah, so I'm about to take my dog out because he's like, girl, you left me here all day. So yeah, I'm about to take him for a walk, and then I'll catch up with you guys when I'm ready to do my skincare routine. Okay, so I have taken my shower, and now it's time to do some skincare and just chat. Sorry on my camera. I want to make sure that it's even or level. So I said earlier that I went to Charlotte to just have a girls' day with Bria. This is the Anua Heartleaf cleansing oil. I just use this as a makeup remover and also as an oil cleanser. And I think I told you guys earlier that I'm going to start a new series called Gallivanting around Greenville. And I kind of, you know, didn't have the greatest week. So I had a hard week this week, and I feel like, at least for me, I, as an introvert, have a tendency to kind of go into my shell when things are not going the greatest, or when I'm frustrated, or whatever, all of the things. And I'm glad that Bria and I made these plans weeks ago, but I'm glad that we still were able to get together, because I think there's something really healing and therapeutic about being able to just spend time with your girlfriends, especially when you need to just kind of like debrief. And for me, today was like really healing. Okay, I'm going to rinse this off and then I'll come back. Okay, now I'm going in with my Innisfree Volcanic Ash Cleanser. And this is just, usually it foams, but because I put that oil cleanser on, it probably will not foam. But anyway, I feel like today was really healing. It was very therapeutic for me, especially as someone who tends to be an introvert and kind of like self-isolates. And I don't know, it was just really good. Which is also encouraging me to continue my series of, or start rather, to actually like do it and not just have it as an idea, my series of gallivanting around Greenville, because even if I'm exploring, it's still like getting me out, right? Because I think sometimes I have a tendency to just isolate because things are not going well. And then I feel like that's not the best method, because it doesn't allow you to take your mind off of what you're focusing on, or like what may be going wrong. So I think just even getting out and just doing something changes your, it's like when you change your atmosphere, you change your mindset. Ooh, that's good. When you change your atmosphere, you're able to change your mindset. If you're in the same place, focusing on the same thing, you're not going to be able to change your mindset. And I think a lot of life is really just perspective, right? It's perspective shifts. It's being able to understand that, like, yes, this wasn't great, but this does not mean that everything else in my life is not great. Or this wasn't a great day, but it doesn't mean that I don't have a great life. So, okay, I'm going to rinse this off and then I'll come back with the rest of the products. Sorry, guys. So just picking back up, I feel like, again, just changing your scenery sometimes is really, it makes an entire difference in perspective. Okay, so this is the Friend Ready Steady Glow AHA Toner. I usually get this from Marshall's. because it's just cheaper than getting it from Sephora. And then I can pick up like more than one. But I don't know, like today was really good, and it was kind of like validating for me, like, okay, it's okay to not focus on the one thing that isn't going right. Because being completely transparent with y'all, sometimes I have a tendency to overthink and kind of ruminate on things like, oh, this went wrong, and like overthink how it could have gone differently, which is not healthy. It's also not productive because you can't change it. So I think for me, it's like if one thing goes wrong today, but 20 other things go right, are you going to focus on the one thing that went wrong or the 20 things that went right? And that's kind of where I am in my just self reflection, and like my growth journey is looking at things from a different perspective, right? And it's like, I posted this on my Instagram story a couple weeks ago, and it's like the old saints, you know, church people, if you're churchy or you grew up in the black church, you know what I'm saying. The old saints would say like God is a mind fixer and a heart regulator. No, other way around, heart fixer and a mind regulator. And the biggest thing for me is like, a lot of times we have to train our mind to see life the way that we should, because it's easy to focus on the negative. It's like if you go to a restaurant, you're more than likely going to leave a bad review before you leave a good review, because in that moment you're frustrated about the experience, right? So it's easier to focus on the negative, and it drowns out the noise of the good if we focus on it. So it takes that much more effort to focus on the good, but it's possible. And I think the more you focus on something, the more you change your perspective of your life as a whole and how you view the world. And that's something that I'm really working on, is not just waiting for the next, first of all, not just focusing on what went wrong, but also not waiting for the next thing. Enjoying the journey, enjoying each day as it comes, each day that God gives to me, and understanding that life is not always going to be easy. Everything is not always going to go right. But at the end of the day, God is still good, and everything will work out for your good, right? And yeah, that's just kind of where I am, and understanding that. Sorry, y'all, I'm just putting on products and I'm not saying what I'm doing. This is the Paula's Choice BHA exfoliating liquid. I use this about maybe 2 to 3 times per week. This is the Finley vitamin C and hyaluronic acid. I use this nightly. And then lastly, our trusty La Roche-Posay Double Repair Face Moisturizer. In the summertime, I do use the one with SPF, because it's just, why not? I don't know. Why do I feel like this has like a pull tab on the inside? Oh no, it doesn't. And I use about that much. But yeah, so really it's just like changing my perspective, right? And not waiting on life to happen for me, but changing my perspective on what my life looks like currently. Because how can I enjoy the next thing if I don't enjoy right now? Because I feel like when you really think about it, life is made up of memories, and memories are just moments that happen, and we remember them later, right? So it's like memories are moments that happen, but it may be one day out of an entire year that's memorable, or one or two moments out of our childhood that are really, really memorable. And we focus on those things usually because they're good, typically, right? And if we are focusing on the good, that's why it's like it brings back good feelings. Like when we have a good memory, it's like we remember what that moment felt like. We remember how we felt in that moment, how everybody else around us felt. And it's really just a matter of perspective. It's a matter of what we focus on. And I think the more we focus on the good, we see it. Like we train our mind to see the good and not just the bad or what's going wrong, or allow that to kind of disrupt our whole life and disrupt our whole day. And I know I can be guilty of that, and I think it's something I need to be better at. But yeah, just sharing my thoughts with you guys as I go. You guys, my lips have been so dry. And I think it's just like summer weather. But yes, if you guys don't like the rambling, please let me know in the comments. But I'm just recording my moments and sharing them with you guys, and sharing my journey with you guys, my growth journey as a person, as a child of God, and as a daughter, as a partner, as a, employee, as a friend, and being the best me that I can. And I think that requires, like, the journey requires self-reflection. The journey requires improvement. It requires growth, and growth does not come without change. So that is the end of my rant and my skincare routine, and the end of this video. So I will see you guys in my next video next week. I think I am, what am I uploading? I think a style video for some of the summer staples I have. Wow, I can't talk because I've got a lot of summer staples from last year, and then of course you guys saw the staples I picked up for the season for this year. So I want to be able to kind of share those with you guys and how I'm styling them. And I think I'm going to have another gallivanting video for you guys next week because it is the 4th of July. So I am excited to hang out with my family, have a day off, enjoy some time off, and really just enjoy some summer weather. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any uploads from me. Bye, girl.